Hi, welcome to NS Physics Academy. Today we are discussing new topic in physics. So it is very important and very interesting topic in physics. So what is that interesting thing? Suppose uh, if a body moves with certain velocity, it reaches it starts from A and it reaches to point B. So here it is the acceleration due to which direction along the dimensions. It is due to the x direction. So this is the path along the x direction. It is considered as only in x direction. But here only 1D means only one dimensional motion we are taking here. This is called one dimensional motion. In this we are using three formulas about motion. You know very well about that. So that is, what is the motion equations? First one you know very well about that. That is V is equal to the U plus AT. That is in motion. First equation about this one dimensional, that is first one, V is equal to U plus AT. Then second one, that is you know very well about that S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So this is the displacement value, that is equal to the UT plus half AT square about this one dimension. Then V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So this is the value for velocity. We know the three equations about this one dimension. Now today's topic, it is related to two dimensional. This is about only one dimensional, but today's topic it is based on the two dimensional. So what is the two dimensional motion? So it is only in a linear way. It is only in specific path along the x direction. We are not considering y here. So what is the difference about one dimensional motion and two dimensional motion? What is the different topics in that? So what is the differentiation? What is the difference in that? We are discussing about two dimensional along the y-axis also. So here for x only this is one dimensional. When we are taking y also, it is called 2D, two dimensional motion. This two dimensional motion. So when we are taking two directions, two quantities, x quantity and y quantity, that is called a two dimensional motion. The two dimensional motion, it is considered as a projectile motion. So what is that? Projectile motion. So that projectile motion, it is called a two-dimensional motion. So what are the formulas for that? What is projectile motion? We will discuss now. In that, what is projectile motion? We will discuss now. Before going to start projectile motion, first of all, you know very well about cricket or any playing basketball. A batsman hits a ball very fast and it goes to 6. So what is the path of a ball? So for example, Virat Kohli hits a ball very fastly, it will goes to 80 meters. So what is the 80 meters indicates that? How we can identify 80 meters? How we can calculate 80 meters? So now with the help of a projectile motion, we know the 80 meters value. So what is our topic is projectile motion. So this is the projectile motion based on a two dimensions. Two dimensions. This is along the x direction and it is along the y direction. A batsman hits like this. It will move in this way and it reaches the maximum height and it will fall down like this. So here it is the path of parabolic. Projectile motion, it explains the path of a motion. That is, it is in parabolic path. This is the parabolic map. In this previous chapters, in the previous sessions, we are discussing about only a linear motion. Linear motion with respect to the x direction. But today's we are discussing the motion between the two dimensionals. So along the x direction and along the y directions we are discussing now. The path of a given ball, it should be like this. It reaches the maximum value and it will fall down, and this is the path of the projectile motion. What is the path? Projectile, that is parabolic path. Parabolic path, it explains the two-dimensional motion along the x-axis and the y-axis. So it has some velocity, that is u. U is the velocity. Velocity means in that velocity of projection. What is the u in this? U is the velocity. Velocity of projection. Then it has two dimensional, it should be like this. So here this point is known as point of projection. What is that? Point of projection. No doubt about that. It will start the motion, and this is the point of projection, and this angle made by the x-axis along the x direction, it is called theta. The theta is known as angle of projection. Angle of projection, and it reaches the maximum value. This is the maximum height. We know this is known as maximum height. It is h. So along the x direction, it has some velocity. It has velocity that is considered as a u cos theta. Remember, listen. Along the x direction, that is u cos theta. Along the y direction, that velocity, it is known as u sin theta. U sin theta, it is along the y direction, and u cos theta, it is along the x direction. Remember these velocities. It is very important in projectile motion. Now, what is the acceleration? What is the acceleration about that? Along the x direction, we know along the x directions, we know the values of ux. Ux, it is nothing but u cos theta. Then uy, it is nothing but u sin theta. We know the values about that. Velocity along the x direction, u cos theta. Velocity along the y direction, that is u sin theta. These are the values we are taking in projectile motion. So it is very important. What is the acceleration due to the y direction and the x direction? It is very important. Ax along x direction, acceleration due to x direction, that becomes 0. Listen carefully. Ax is equal to the 0. It is the condition for that. And then along the y direction, the acceleration should be g. G means it is minus g. The normal force acting on a body like this. When angle of projection it is like this. This is the point of we are taking here. The velocity should be, we are taking two vector quantities along the x direction and y direction here. So what is the velocity here? Based on the x direction, u cos theta, and along the y direction, that is u sin theta. This is y direction and this is x direction. So along this path, so the acceleration should be it downwards acceleration due to gravity. That's why it is g, and it is the normal force acting on your body upside. So that's why we are taking minus g. Always the projectile motions under gravity, it is upside. Under gravity, the projectile motion, it is always upside. Listen carefully. Along the x direction, the acceleration becomes 0. Along the y direction, the acceleration is equal to the normal force. That's why we are taking ay is equal to minus g. It is very important. When you are taking along the x direction, the velocity value it will be equal to the ux is equal to u cos theta. Along the y direction, that is uy is equal to u sin theta. These are the values we are getting in projectile motion. So what about displacement? What about displacement in x direction and y direction? What about displacement values? So it is the displacement along the y direction. Along the y direction, it is becomes 0. Along the y direction, that is displacement. There is no displacement at the maximum height, so that is becomes a 0. Along the y direction, the displacement of here along the y direction, that is called a constant. Along the y direction, the displacement, it is constant value. Sorry, it has constant value and it has become 0. It is equal to the 0. So this is the values we are getting about projectile motion. So what is the projectile motion? The motion indicates the parabolic path. It is under the gravity, it is upside. Always it is upside. Under the gravity of your motion. So what is the acceleration about that? Along the x direction, it is equal to the 0. Then along the y direction, that is minus g. We know the values about velocity. Along the x direction, that is considered as u cos theta. Along the y direction, that is u sin theta. Now what are the parameters indicating? What are the parameters affect the projectile motion? What is the important parameters we are discussing in next class? Thank you. Subscribe my channel.